Welcome to Survivor NSFW, back with Jonny Fairplay. We are covering Celebrity Big Brother, and tonight we are talking about the Power of Veto episode of Week 1 of Celebrity Big Brother. This is my first encounter of really diving into the show, and as Jonny and I were talking, if you've been listening to the progression of me despising the idea of watching another moment of the show to last night with Lex Vandenberg, kind of, wow, I get it, the alliance and stuff. And tonight,
do not say the word alliance.
Oh God! But it's actually cool, and I actually convinced my wife to try it out, and she was entertained. It was entertaining, and so let's get right into
what
it.
a ringing endorsement.
Oh yeah, yes.
Hey, Julie Chin Moonbez, if you need someone to come and testify, it's entertaining. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good, and we go to the episode where we know Jonathan, Scaramucci, and Tom Green, unfortunately Tom Green, are all nominees, and I've been learning how this whole thing works, and it correlates a lot to, the Survivor world, as far as I'm trying to just wrap my head around. I'm thinking of challenges, immunities, tribal councils, alliances, and this is, what is it, diaries, and
diary rooms and power of veto, and you're on the block and you backdoor people. So there's just a few new vocabulary terms, and and a little hiccup on the way to tribal council.
Yes, exactly. So tonight it was funny because we see the girls, right, who's trying to do this all girl alliance, and they're pretty smart in realizing that Ryan is being told what to do by the puppet master Jonathan, because as we know, Ryan blatantly said, I'm not a fan of it. I don't know much about it. Jonathan is, and he's definitely been a big influence on Ryan thus far.
Yeah, and it's I think the problem is Ryan's looking for advice. He just doesn't know how to play Big Brother. So it's just like, hey, can someone tell me how to play? And Jonathan's just like, yes, I will show you, and and I will make every move for you. Versus, I think Ryan should have had a more open strategy of soliciting help. And I think he kind of alienated him and Jonathan. And I think that was, I don't know if it's Ryan not knowing any better or Jonathan knowing that, hey, let me just keep this guy under lock and key. No pun intended.
Well, I think it is Ryan not knowing any better, dude, because, dude.
Sure.
Well, the reason I say that is because, man, this guy is an athlete, but he thinks he said the word athletic.
Athletic.
I was laughing my ass off.
I don't know. I have difficulty with height sometimes. So I feel Ryan's. I think Ryan is immensely superior. Stupid. And in many other facets other than just the word athlete.
But dude, so Jonny Fairplay, you are saying, I kind of relate because I kind of have the same issue with the word height or height. Okay. Yeah. That is, but here's the deal. He is
an athlete.
Yes. That'd be like me calling a beard a bird or something. Yeah, man, I got this long dread bird. What'd you say? Bird, beard. And then I'm like, beard? I mean.
All right, now you have a valid point there. He is a superior athlete.
I wonder if he's ever had athlete's foot.
I would imagine. Apparently, he has athlete's butt right now, according to his diary room entry.
Oh, dude, that is.
And Big Brother people, like, I've met, they do not, because we just call them confessional. They're in Survivor, we call them confessionals. There's just like, hey, come do your confessional. In I think it's the real world, they call them OTFs, and a lot of the reality shows are called OTFs, just on the fly interviews.
Okay.
And see, like on Survivor, we really don't talk to production. We talk to production on Survivor less than any other show. I mean, because I've done like 70 TV shows since Survivor. I mean, just Celebrity Bull Riding, Celebrity Poker Showdown, Celebrity Fear Factor. And there's a lot more communication between production and us. Survivor is the bare minimum. And so, I don't even know, like, production might even call OTFs out there, but there's such limited communication, we don't know that. But the industry term is OTFs, on the fly interview. And but Big Brother, it's called the diary room entries or whatever, and they do not like we'll have next week we have some Big Brother alum that are going to join us. We're not just going to have Survivor all-star Big Brother experts. We're going to have Big Brother experts and athletes. You never know. And but yeah, dude, so let's not fuck this up. It's diary room shit.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. Diary rooms. And so that whole thing was, the athlete thing was pretty funny. But we kind of go to a scene where Scaramucci is kind of discussing
I don't
Twitter.
I don't
things.
like him.
Yeah, he's a bit weird.
He's a tool, man.
Yeah, I think he's definitely full of himself.
He's full of himself, and for no, I mean, there's nothing. He's just a tool, and I don't care for him. And then Kato, who I like in real life, he just says anything that he thinks might get him some airtime, and that's pretty painful.
It is painful. He hasn't got any airtime anyway, so obviously whatever he's saying ain't working.
Well, he does he does the Bronco line, and and I thought I was America's favorite house. Right. They're all just it's like, oh, I don't like, but if you notice, like, all these conversations that happen that are happening, Tom Green is just having casual fucking conversations. And he's funny as fuck.
He, by far, so far in the 3 episodes that I've watched, I'm team Tom Green. And I hope that Tom Green stays in the game because he is the funniest guy out there. Now but
he's not even trying. I mean, I'm sure, there is some internal stuff going on. I mean, he's not just just everything that comes out just happens to be great. But at the same time, it's effortless versus I try to get away from Broncos and
right. Yep. He's trying to do anything he can. So we see Anthony. He's talking about Twitter and how it works and Donald Trump, and he's saying kind of praising Donald Trump for, even though he's not good at using Twitter, he's still. I don't know what he exactly saying, but everyone was rolling their eyes at. Yeah,
it was an eye roll moment, and then he finished with his diary room thing. He's just like, hey, Trump's never saying anything bad about me, never tweeted anything bad about me because he knows I'll open my mouth, and it's just like, whoa, that's not some shit you need to be saying, dude.
Yeah. I know.
It's like, and I don't even think. I mean, the dude worked there for 6 fucking days. Like, what dirt does he have?
Yeah, I know. I
mean, because there's been people. I mean, Omarosa was there, like a few months, and Omarosa supposedly hates Trump's guts, and she ain't said nothing. So You think this fuckbag's gonna say something after 6 days?
Yeah. No, he's not. So yeah,
he might have been in the room on some shit, but they didn't see him because he's so little. But I don't think so.
Right. So I think because there's all the political drama, which I don't pay attention and get involved in any of it, but I think it's because it's current events. They kind of throw that in, in there. Then after that whole scene, we go to
Real quick. This is probably the most opposite of political drama ever. Russell Hantz is posting nonstop about all the political stuff and he's just like, that's it. That God, my Nick is ruining my Russell Hantz. He goes, I think I should run for Congress. What y'all think? Should I run for Congress? And I've never
on Twitter or something.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, man, that. I hated that Boston Rob tweet from last week. It was just like, Florida's like Antarctica. I was like, oh, go kill yourself. And then, but as much as that agitated me, it just bought like, why is that a good tweet? It's like, Florida's like Antarctica. Is it? No, it's not.
Yeah.
So this dumbass, like, I should run for No, you shouldn't run for like, you fucking trailer living fucking ignorant fuck. No, you should.
Tell me how you really feel. Wasn't Russell's was it Brandon's dad, Russell's brother, on Big Brother? At one point?
Yes, Willie
Hantz, which is Brandon's dad.
I met him in Heroes Villains finale. Willie Hantz.
What's he like?
He's something. They're all comparable, man. Brandon is the best of the bunch.
Who?
Brandon's the best. Did you see he's going to have a kid, or did you tell me he was going to have a kid?
I told you he was going to have a kid.
I tried to.
Yeah. I mean,
babies making babies.
I mean, dude, think about this timeline. So you had Brandon Hantz at your house for a Survivor NSFW live event, which he was out of his mind, got the word "ha ha ha" tattooed all over his face,
inside of his body.
Yeah, and totally, dude, unbelievable.
And he was 100% single at the time.
But he was with some stripper chick or something.
Well, yes.
Okay, so he had a girl. He had some stripper type girl with him, and then now he's with a totally different girl that's
totally different.
And now she's pregnant. So you know what? I honestly, dude, I think Brandon. Hopefully, this will solve some of his issues as far as, you know what I mean? I don't know Brandon that well, but I obviously he's been in self-destructive mode based off some of the things I heard about him attending your event and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
he's had over the last year, he's had some good moments. So yeah, so maybe having a kid will bring him to some of those moments.
Yep, let's hope so. Otherwise, the new kid will be doomed if Brandon goes down a downward spiral. But I really hope that Brandon stays on a good path. Well, anyways,
this is all because of the Trump tweets that no one wanted to hear about. This guy, he has nothing to discuss in the House, other than he's just like, if I talk about Trump, they're going to put me on TV.
Right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right, man. You're right.
And then fucking Mean Girls guy is just like, hey, if I talk about Mean, it's like, oh, I mean, as I said, I met him at Hearts Reality. I was like, and he was a nice guy. And when I saw him, I was just like, man, I was like, that kid hasn't aged at all. Good for him. And then but then once you think past that, it's just like, and
yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We go to, there's a workout room in the Big Brother house. So the girls are working out, and they're all kind of talking about their Girls Alliance, and they start talking about, let's get Jonathan out. They are actually seeing... Yeah,
Jonathan's on the block. Let's make the move. Now's the time. You go after, smart... If you go back and look at Survivor Pro Islands, my first target was either Rupert or Burton. I'm like, I'm going to get the strongest, best male out, other than myself, out of this game first. That is my number one target. I play the second half of the game first. And that's what the girls are just like, hey, this, Ryan Lochte is an athletic beast. He's at a household, but Jonathan's the puppet master. Let's send home the most strategic male and available option on the block.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Eva Marie doesn't seem down with this.
Yeah, well, because
plan.
they made that final four. That was it. The four something. I have it on.
Well,
What are they
anyways, yeah,
called?
the final four. I hear you, but I think that her being apprehensive about it may not have been the right move. You know what I'm saying? So Johnny's looking at his phone. So here's the thing:
The Foreshore
the
Alliance.
Foreshore Alliance. Gotcha.
Well,
Gotcha.
it's so horrible. I had to remember.
It is horrible.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
so
the Foreshore.
but
But they conclude their conversation with Eva Marie, going to talk to Lolo to put an exclamation point and name tag on their final two alliance.
Yes, I know. Dumb. When
By-
Tamara
final
was in the room
Final
laying
two
down.
name busted.com.
Dude, I know.
Tamar is my second favorite person in the house.
Well, here's the thing. Talking about that. So first of all, we see Eva Marie trying to backpedal to her
It
once.
was the worst backpedaling I've ever like. You know what? We talked on the last episode. I think she might be one of the most beautiful women in the world. But on a personal level, I don't think she's that green. I've seen this girl for years. WWE and Total Divas. I've just seen a complete breakdown of her as an individual. And as I said, physically, she might be about as close to perfect as it gets. As a person, there's some flaws, but seeing she seems maybe a little shady, but to see her caught dead in her tracks and her inability to navigate, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, this chick could never get away with anything.
No, and obviously she
I
didn't.
find that admirable in a girlfriend.
She's going on that same path of not getting away with things in the WWE, basically, as well. So she's obviously not able to get away with shit. But she's trying to backpedal. Tamar, is it Tamar? So Tamar is funny as hell at this point. I'll get to what I think about her later. So she's funny, and I'm looking at my wife, and we're like, man, I like this chick. She's entertaining and real animated, and I like that animated, hilarious.
And she knows the game.
Yeah.
So it's like it's as once again, I feel I'm looking at the qualifications of a lot of these celebrities. I check off a lot, for someone like me that I'm just looking for 2 kids college right now. That's it. So Survivor, I do want that title of Ultimate Survivor. I do want to win. I want to win a fucking $1 million. But 3 weeks work for $250,000. I'm all in. But to see these fucking assholes that have never fucking Ryan Lochte, I don't think watched one fucking episode. Joey Lawrence, I don't think has ever seen the fucking that's a slap in the face because I know for a fact. Subtract me because I guarantee there's people listening go, fuck you, Johnny Fairplay. Great, fuck me. But there's other fucking celebrities, no matter what level they're on the fucking spectrum, that love the fucking game, that would love to fucking be there and would fucking play.
Mm-hmm. No, you have a point, dude. I get it. I mean, I feel the same way as a fans versus favorites season of Survivor. When if it's called fans versus favorites, you should have
some fucking fans.
Fans versus favorites, not half fans. So anyway,
yeah.
So Tamar's funny, and she makes some comment to Lolo about "I'll throat punch you," which she was obviously kidding, in my opinion. It was just kind of me making fun of your man bun as a joke. I'm totally cool with it.
Oh, I'm gonna throat punch you the next time I see you.
Yeah. but
you better wrap that beard around your throat to protect your throat.
That's hilarious. But dude, Lolo freaked out and is literally getting all defensive and violent.
We are learning very quickly why Lolo is a virgin.
Well, I have 2 theories. Well, first of all, you made a comment. I do not think Lolo is hot. I think Lolo looks half man, half woman. Personally, I think her face.
I'm into that.
Her face is too chiseled. I mean, I'm not trying to bully her, but
Yeah.
here's the deal: they're gonna start calling her Loco instead of Lolo because she's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
She's
And
she's like a crazy ex-girlfriend.
she is now. She's either I thought she's
She's a little bipolar.
she's either crazy and that's why she's never been banged,
Yeah.
or she's crazy because it's years of building up sexual repression or whatever you want to call it. That, like, put it this way: if I don't have sex with my wife for a day, no, I'm just kidding, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you get, like, me personally,
An hour.
5 minutes.
I work 45 minutes and then I go home and then I work 45 minutes.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, seriously, this is real talk shit. If I go too long without like having sex with my wife or whatever, I get agitated and pissed. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just natural human behavior, I would think. So if she hasn't done anything for 36...
That's my girlfriend.
Oh, God. So, dude, you're going to give me, from doing this fucking podcast that we do all the time, I'm going to get more wrinkles, like, through here as I'm getting older. From smiling, I'm going to look like a wrinkled fucking 80-year-old man by the end of next week. But
I can make this not funny if you want. Actually, there's go to Reddit. I'm not funny at all. It's okay.
Oh, God. People need... So anyways, dude, I'm just saying, maybe she's pissed. Maybe she's just got all this sexual angst built up. But
no, we saw the throat line, like she just went a little weird there, but then, like, when they kind of figure out that they're on the bottom of the foursome alliance, or I'm not going to go back and look again, and she gives the middle finger to the screens, and she fucking That's fucking crazy ex-girlfriend shit. Like I've dated I dated Tanya from Real World. I dated Katie Doyle from Road. Like, I've dated the craziest of the fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. Tanya being number one, first and foremost. I'll give you. We'll do a 1 hour Q&A of just one fucking Tanya story. That is the most insane thing of all time. Wow. So, but no, that she's a crazy ex-girlfriend. So that's why, I think, like, she gets close to sex and then she's just like, oh, by the way, I'm fucking batshit crazy, and they're like, all right, I'm gonna have to back out of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is just what I'm seeing on TV. On a TV show called Big Brother.
Sure.
But she's fucking crazy.
It's 2019. We don't have to apologize this year.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy. And,
she's fucking crazy.
And yeah, I'm not a Lolo fan.
I learned two things tonight. I learned that Lolo's crazy, and if Jonathan Bennett laughs too much, he farts. So do not tickle. Dude. Whatever you do, don't tickle Jonathan Bennett.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. That was funny, because I can relate to that because I have done that myself. I don't know if you have, but I've laughed to the point of farting before. But
I think I've made girlfriends do that, but I don't think I've laughed till I farted. Maybe if I did, I would keep laughing and keep farting. Like, it would make me very happy. I like to laugh and fart. So I don't think one triggers the other with me personally.
That's funny. I love it, dude. So we got Ryan. He gets to pick out of a bag people's names and explain this to me. How they get ready to go before the challenge, the veto.
Ryan. We learn a few things. We learn don't tickle Jonathan Bennett. Lolo's crazy, and Ryan reads like a third grader.
I noticed that, dude, when he was standing up. Yeah.
Right?
I didn't make any notes on that, dude, but as soon as you made that comment,
it's fucking painful.
Yeah, it definitely, that I noticed that. That's funny.
Yeah, no, they pick. You have the people that are up on the block. You have the head of household, and then you reach to a bag and pick random like two other randos or whatever. So one of the randos was Ricky Williams. Welcome to the house. I think he just got there.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
But you know what? We're gonna talk Ricky Williams later. Ricky Williams seemed kind of fucking cool, didn't he?
Oh, he did. He did. Because that's the first time I ever seen him speak this week on the show. Pretty much. Yeah, he seemed like a pretty cool guy. He
seemed like a stoner white dude, right?
I know.
But anyway, so no, Joey Lawrence sucks. He's the other one. I don't like. I mean, once again, just a guy. I mean, I understand that you don't want to put a target on yourself, but Tamar's like, you ain't doing. You trying not to do nothing.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, and she's like, motherfucker's been acting since he was 3. Act like you ain't trying.
Right.
Or
exactly.
act like you are trying, or whatever.
So this challenge is basically everyone gets on these like horses and you got to rock it back and forth. And once you rock it back and forth a certain amount of times, there's a spinning horseshoe, a big horseshoe, looks like a toilet seat kind of. And you put these gold looking, gold bars that you stack in, and whoever can stack them, all 50 bars, I believe it was, wins. So I think it's funny because Tom Green's riding this thing back and forth, and he's just joking around about how he only has one testicle. I imagine that might be a little bit weird feeling. If you
I can't. Oh my god! I mean, I don't think about my balls most days, but whenever you do think about your balls, there's a little bit of concentration for a few seconds, and you're thinking symmetry. There's a and so yeah, having one,
well,
it would just.
I got a question.
I don't even think I could ride a skateboard because my balance would be off.
Well, so I don't have experience in this, but if someone does have a testicle removed, do they just leave one ball in the sack, or do they put a prosthetic ball inside your?
You might have the option.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just wonder how that works. I'm gonna Google search that because I wonder,
Okay, so I just want everyone out there listening to have the mental image in their head. Matt Bischoff will be Googling balls after the podcast. So I will be Googling vaginas.
You're an asshole. I love it.
I will also be Googling assholes.
Oh shit! So yeah, Joey Lawrence, he's throwing this challenge, but Tamar sees right through it, and you see that I noticed that Ryan and Jonathan both had the same, a couple people had the same brick stacking strategy.
The same configuration strategy.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, Ricky. Wow, he wins the golden power of veto, and he puts the necklace around his neck. So he's got a lot of power at this point. Okay, so
it's funny. It's funny. He does the diary room deal afterwards, and he's just like, he goes, "What am I gonna do now?" And I was kind of shocked because I was expecting him to say, "What does this mean?" Yeah. But then it turns out he's a fucking cerebral assassin. He's just like, yeah, he goes, so I'm gonna start shit with people and I'm just like, whoa, what just fucking happened?
Yeah, it was expect the unexpected from a viewer's point of view, because I'm like, this is coming out of this dude. I wasn't expecting him to kind of have that vibe to his game plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was fucking amazing. Did you ever see the reality show I Love Money on VH1?
Never did. Nope.
It was it had its moments of all the game shows ever. I mean, because it was very eclectic cast, I would say.
Right.
And there's this one dude who might be top 10 dumbest humans on the planet. I mean, just painful. It's just oh my god. And he somehow made it to the final deal on one of these seasons.
Wow.
And so he's sitting there and he's in the finals, and he does his confessional interview, and he comes here, he's just like, this is all an act. I'm actually a genius. And it's just extremely well, and it's just like, oh my God, this is the greatest like in the history of fucking this is amazing. And then like, it goes back to the challenge, and then he's a mess, and then he goes back to the confessional and goes, no, I'm stupid. And I was like, oh wow.
That's fucking funny, dude.
But for like 10 seconds, it's like, this guy is the greatest fucking chameleon ever.
Right, right,
It's
right.
like, no, I'm not. I'm an idiot.
That is awesome, dude. We start seeing the effects of the drama that can happen in the house. So obviously, Tamar and Candy have some.
They have some history.
They have some.
They went on tour together. See, now I'm thinking I should really go to this concert in Durham on Monday night to go see SWV and Tony Braxton, and just be like, try to get backstage and be like, look, we got some drama in the back or what? I mean,
The thing is, dude, here's the thing that I don't understand. So, like, earlier in the episode, I was loving Tamar. Her and Tom Green were my two favorite cast people from this season, right? I honestly was more on Candy's side during their argument.
I was too, but I still like, despite Tamar's childish behavior, I still appreciate her love of the game and knowledge of the game. That takes precedent.
This is nothing against gameplay. I love her gameplay, but the thing is, I think that, let's say, I mean, I've been in situations before where it's almost like if you get in a fight with your girlfriend or your wife or something, and it's like totally not a big deal to the man. Like, you're like, all I did was,
all it is, fart on your sandwich.
Yeah. So it's like, so Candy's like, she's not, I don't think she's like trying to disrespect Tamar. I think she's like kind of laughing at it. And Tamar's getting pissed. She's laughing, but she's like, dude, it wasn't even a big fucking deal. Like, whatever the situation was, I was just kidding around, and you're like freaking out over it. But Tamar doesn't believe that, and then you just can't resolve when people have that mindset. So they go to this diary room thing, and Tamar just like puts her hood,
Oh yeah.
And my wife was like, "Is she really crying for real, or is this like fake?" I was like, "Nah, I think she's really crying for real." And I mean, it shows the human side, but damn, dude, the fucking the drama.
It's like get that $250,000 and then worry about that shit post game.
Yeah,
and you know how to squash it post game. Spend that quarter mil.
Yeah, oh yeah,
that helps too.
It does. It
very,
does.
Very therapeutic.
And it's funny because the Ryan kind of tells Ricky about this girl alliance. Like, he's approaching Ricky saying, dude, the girls are making this alliance. We got to kind of watch out for that. And then he throws out Lolo's name.
But Ryan's so stupid in that, like, so he's like, hey, I want you to take down, one of the guys, preferably Jonathan, and I want to put up Lolo. And it's like, so are we cool? And Ricky Williams is like, I'll process that. Like the fact that he doesn't say yes is like, hey, dum dum, he ain't cool with your plan, motherfucker. Right. He don't like what you're spitting.
He doesn't. And we see that it goes back to Ricky kind of going to all the girls and spilling the beans. And
but he wasn't even doing it to help them. He was just like, I just want to cause some shit. Like, if they're all fighting amongst them, then I'm fucking safe. Right. I'm just like, where did this come from?
I know. And it's funny because it does that move of Ryan talking to Ricky, and then Ricky going immediately to the girls and telling Lolo that Ryan's gonna, wants Lolo on the chopping block or whatever on the block.
But the girls see Ricky Williams as an ally now,
yes.
and Ricky Williams is purposely saying, when during the Power of Veto ceremony, he's just like, look, no one made me an offer that was good enough. I got no blood on my hands. None of this is worth it. You people did, and I'm just like, this motherfucker went from where's Ricky to can Ricky Williams win fucking Celebrity Big Brother in fucking 45 minutes tonight?
Oh, yeah. And, dude, it reminded me a lot of a situation that happens in Survivor, dude. It's that whole thing, how it played out. And we went at the beginning.
That was some Sandra type shit right there.
Yeah, we go at the beginning of the episode, dude.
It's like as long as it ain't me.
Yeah. We find out, dude, that he's kind of could be someone that we need to look out for. He was kind of quiet in the first 2 episodes we watched this week, but
non-existent.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think he was like smoking weed or something, man. But
I do think he's smoking weed in that house. He seem high in his diary room.
He does. I think he's brought some
edibles with him, or they gave him a vape pen or something.
I bet you it's edibles. He probably snuck them in. Or they just let him do it. Like if he was like, I agree to be on this show, but
just
I know
give him like edibles.
But it was funny, man, because as a newer viewer of this Celebrity Big Brother, or Big Brother in general, I'll say, I was like all amped up, like, okay, let's get to the ceremony where someone's going home, and then I'm like, and we gotta wait till Friday. And I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
but did you catch the little tag at the end on Friday?
There's 2 people going home.
2 fucking people. Did you shit yourself? Or you just like, what the fuck?
I thought to myself, wow, like what are they gonna do to as a twist to have 2 people go home? But
how do I explain this to Tessa that our Friday night plans have just been altered?
Yeah,
Tessa, you don't understand. It's 2 people going home.
But honestly, dude, like, we'll see. I'm not saying I love like I said, came into this deal for one thing. You and I like to have a good time, and you mentioned doing this. I agreed to it, and then I was like, shit, dude, that's a big, oh, God, what if it's fucking, pulling teeth to watch a shit? But,
well, we would have tapped it. I mean, like, I'm
digging it, dude.
I watch just as little TV. Like, people think, we do this podcast. We don't. So I watch just as little television as you do a week. I mean, I think we watch probably the exact same amount of television.
Well, how are we supposed to watch fucking TV when we're like, watch along Monday night, Q&A this night, another podcast? Then you
even when we weren't doing the podcast, I still think we watched about the same amount of TV. Like we don't watch that, and so for someone to say, "Hey, would you like to watch a show 4 times a week?" It's like, fuck, no, I don't.
Yeah, right. No,
it's like that shit better be good, and then you watch the first episode, it's like, oh my god, this is the shits, and then the second it was like, ooh, okay, and now you're on third. It's just like, man, this shit's pretty fucking good. I get it. So, but I like Lex. He's not a big of a fan of the Celebrity Big Brother versus the regular. The regular's a big 3 fucking months, 4 nights a week is a big fucking commitment.
Dude, it is. And it's in the summer. And in the summer, dude,
yes.
You know what I like doing in the summer? I like chilling on my back patio, watching movies and chilling and
Well, you know what? You can watch Big Brother on the back patio.
Yeah, I could. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll if I could get my kids to watch it. If it's something that I don't even know if Big Brother is like a kid-friendly show, like Amazing Race and Survivor is.
It's not that like the cast is usually a younger cast. They have showmances. The Big Brother After Dark stuff is not kid. I mean, like it's people getting hand jobs. It's great.
Right. Well, someone today mentioned that online. They're like, "Hey, it's cool you're watching this, but are you watching the all the extra shit?"
Big Brother, yeah,
because that's where all the crazy shit happens. And
yeah, but the crazy shit doesn't happen on Celebrity Big Brother. Right. No one's giving hand jobs on Celebrity Big Brother.
Well, here's the deal. So I we do this podcast, right? So it's Survivor NSFW, and we cover Survivor. We bring you the Survivor content. Now we're bringing you the Celebrity Big Brother content. Me personally, dude, like, if the support is there for our podcast to bring more content from other shows, I will invest my time into it. It's just the support, and the way you can support our podcast. There are two ways. Well, there's more than two ways, but here's the deal. One, you can go to johnnyfairplay.com, and there's a ton of different t-shirts. The t-shirts support the podcast. Number two, come to our live events. That's another way.
And for tickets to our live events, go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. We have events coming up in Cincinnati, February 20th, in Durham, North Carolina on March 13th, in Baltimore with Wendell Holland, winner of Survivor Ghost Island, will be in Baltimore on April 10th. And then April 24th, Zanies in Nashville. And then I guess we'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. May 1st, Los Angeles, we're coming to see you. Look for tickets next week for May 1st, the West Coast invasion of Survivor NSFW. But the easiest
and most fun way
to support the show, go to patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. That's Patreon, patreon.com/Survivor NSFW. For $5 a month, you get the video version of our weekly podcast. We do a podcast every Wednesday. You get the video version of that. For $10 a month, that's it. You get the video version of all of our bonus episodes. You get the video version and the only version of the Castaway Watch Along, which is we go back and watch an old season of Survivor, one episode a week, and we do commentary over top of it. And then on Fridays we do the Q&A, where you, the patrons, provide us with questions, and we answer those. All of those available in video, and we also provide audio for those bonus shows that are only available there on the Patreon side of things. All that's available for $10 a month. That's 2 coffees from Starbucks for the entire month. That is the best way to support the podcast. If you like me and if you love Matt.
Well, put it this way. If you do enjoy my involvement on the show and supporting it, like, here's keeping it real again, because Jonny and I are just two dudes having a good time, expressing our opinions with our two different personalities, and I love it. But it is a lot of work. You know, Jonny does all the social media stuff, which is endless job in itself. Editing the audio versions of the podcast, doing all the video editing, this stuff takes time. We hope you guys enjoy it, and we enjoy doing it. And it's really cool when we do some of these Q&As, and Jonny and I'll get messages from these patrons that are like, dude, you guys made my day, or this, that, or the other. So it really means a lot to us. So check out patreon.com/Survivor NSFW, and we will be back again with more Celebrity Big Brother bonus podcasts, and also our normal Survivor related podcasts. So until next time, we will see you next time on Survivor NSFW. Cheers.
Woo.